Hey everybody, it's Emily, the Crazy Worm Lady. I'm here today with the African night crawlers. I'm honestly trying to remember where I gave this blended food that we did last week. And I'm hoping that it will be apparent to us pretty quickly. This was that lemon and all, I think. I'm not thinking this was our blended food, although actually it might be because I feel the cardboard piece that I put beneath it. Holy crap, guys. I don't see any signs, or very minimal signs of that food. They blew through that. That is incredible. And do you see how nice these castings are? Like, it just continues to blow me away how well my worms are doing. And as it's heating up, they had all slowed down for like a week or two. And all of my bins, as I'm going through them today, have these gorgeous castings. Like all of a sudden they went into overdrive. I'm not complaining. But I think I've only gotten out one bag of food for my bins, and I think I'm going to need a lot more than that. My other half will be thrilled because I'll empty the freezer out of all the bags I have. This guy is really big, and I think he just... Where'd he go? There he is. Seeing those iridescent flashes on them. Pretty cool, right? They're a beautiful worm. I think I said that last week. Don't make it public knowledge. People might think I'm weird. Okay. So I do have my glove down in this corner. So that must be where the apples were left. And I'm sorry if the lighting's a little weird, guys. For some reason, it seems to have a little glare today. I'm not really sure what that's about. I'm not seeing the apples. Oh, I see avocado. See that worm hanging out in the bottom there by my thumb? They seem to be enjoying this. Oh, here's our apples. Nope, that's a pit. Never mind. I think these guys have gone through just about everything in this bin. So, let me get a nice healthy feeding together for them, and we will add all of that in for today. And hopefully they'll continue at the pace they're working at right now because they're doing pretty awesome. So I filmed part 1 of this video yesterday and got sidetracked and didn't feed it yet. But I was told, and it is true, that someone added some watermelon in here. So I just thought we'd look at that real quick because watermelon breaks down very fast and the worms tend to be a huge fan of the watermelon. So there's definitely some worm activity around these watermelon pieces. So just for fun, I'm going to tuck some of these down a little bit, but still leave them relatively on the surface here, and give it another 24 hours before I add my feeding, just because I think it'll be fun. Okay guys, so I left this for another 24 hours, and The worms have moved in. They seem to be having a lot of fun with the watermelon. There's a few over here as well. Some babies. Oh, is that a cocoon? Right there, guys, that was quick. There's a cocoon right there on my finger. It's fairly freshly laid, it appears, because it's that yellow color and they darken up as they finish breaking down. But yeah, under each and every one of these little watermelon pieces, there's a good number of worms. So I'm sure they will make quick work of that in the next day or two. But I am going to add a pretty good feeding because they kind of blew through all of that blended food. And I want them to have a little something to eat on. Sorry, you guys know I get mesmerized. It's just so cool. Check that out. They're just chilling on the cardboard there. Having a grand old time, I guess, sucking up those juices from the watermelon. So, let's get this bin fed up. Okay guys, so this feeding I have for them is rather large. I have a whole banana, frozen and thawed, and a bunch of fruit and veggie scraps. Actually, I'm going to drain a little bit of this liquid off. So otherwise, it's going to be way too wet. Okay. I added that bedding to help absorb that moisture. So the banana is going to be something sweet. Looks like there's some watermelon that'll definitely entice them. But there are also some onions and things like that that are not as big of hits with the worms, but they will break them down with time. So, I'm going to add a whole bunch of eggshell. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, and then I'm going to top this off with some additional bedding, just to try to deter some of the fruit flies and things like that. So, I know I was saying I was going to stop adding bedding because I wanted to harvest this, but I have so many different bins that are ready to harvest, and so I'm just going to let this one go for a little while longer until it makes more sense for me to try to start a harvest on this. So, whole bunch of bedding over the whole top, but I mounted most of it over here on the right side where the feeding is. And I'm just going to pop this lid back on here and let it go. And I'll be back with you guys next week for another update. So let me know what you think. Subscribe if you want some more content from me, and I will talk to you guys soon.